Welcome in, everybody. I'm Reed Cowan. So get ready to hear this a lot today. We are in the final stretch of election season. So in the presidential election, candidates Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, they're out there making closing arguments. Get this. You see them in line right there. More than 78 million Americans have already cast their ballots during early voting. Millions more are expected to do what you're seeing right there, and that is to show up one at a time, face to face, to vote today and tomorrow. Now, where are we? Still anybody's race. The latest CBS News polls show razor-thin margins in Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Same situation out west in Arizona, also in the state of Georgia, Nevada, and North Carolina. Look at those razor-thin margins. These states will likely decide the results of the presidential elections. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump are fighting for those 10 electoral votes at stake in Wisconsin, where more than 1 million early voters have already cast their ballots so far. CBS News national correspondent Janet Shamlian is live for us in Milwaukee. Janet, how are officials preparing for this huge number of voters that are expected to show up today?
So, Reed, this is all about protecting not just the poll workers, but the voters as well. There will be 3,611 polling places in the state of Wisconsin tomorrow, 42 counting centers. And volunteers in each of those facilities have taken training. In addition, authorities have made arrangements with law enforcement. Should anything arise, there's extra security, some bulletproof glass, panic buttons in some facilities. Authorities are asking people if they suspect any wrongdoing to call their local county clerk's office. And Reed, what they're telling me is that the biggest issue so far has been misinformation and disinformation. And what they've been doing to combat that is, as they find these instances, they have been putting out corrected information online.
So obviously, we're seeing the misinformation and disinformation being thrown at these high-stakes states. What makes Wisconsin such a unique battleground state?
So Wisconsin, with its 10 electoral votes, is not very diverse compared to the other battleground states. It is largely rural and white, unlike Milwaukee, where we are now, or Madison, which is a large blue base as well. So everyone is really going after those red voters, and specifically both campaigns have been targeting in those red areas not just new voters, but people who haven't voted recently. It's really thought that here in Wisconsin that this is going to be decided outside of the cities and by razor-thin margins. Let's look at 2016, when Trump took it by only 23,000 votes in the state of Wisconsin. 2020, Biden by 21,000 votes.
All right, so you're talking about those voters. What are you hearing when you talk to them on the ground there where you are?
Fatigue, frustration, ready for it to be over. I talked to people going to the Milwaukee Bucks game the other night, and they were just really excited that they were doing something pleasurable that night, going to a sports game, and just really ready for this to be over, and also concerned about when the results here in Wisconsin would come in. We're already hearing cautionary guidance from election officials that it may be into Wednesday before we have results here, Reed.
Yeah, this is going to be a long, long wait. Janet, thank you so much. A little peek of what's going on in the state of Wisconsin.